Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Elitis, or Mrs. Z, however you'd like to refer to me. Sorry I can't be with you this week. Just some kind of medical issues that are happening right now, and so working with my doctors to make sure everything's okay, so that way I can come back and finish out the semester, with you all. I look forward to getting a chance to meet you. It's been nice so far to go through some of your survey information, kind of stuff that you shared about yourself to get to know you a little bit. But I'm really excited to get back in the classroom and actually get to know you and work with you in this class this year. So hopefully be back here next week. But until then, I wanted to take some time to record this to kind of give you a little bit of a background, especially on our first unit, which is map skills. So as most of you told me in your social studies survey, you have some background with this in some way, right? So if we're looking at our different social studies classes, some of you have done a lot of work with maps. Some of you, most of your classes so far have been mostly history based, where maps maybe have come in as a tool or have been part of a textbook, but you really haven't kind of gone through and used those skills. Because this is a global perspectives class, map skills kind of weigh heavily on it. So I want to make sure we're all coming in at that same level. So that way we can go through, work together, and kind of hit that equal playing field so we all have an understanding of what it takes, what we need as we're going through and using maps, not just reading them or kind of having them, but really how do we use them to study the world around us, right? So for our first lesson today, all you're going to be doing is kind of looking at different map components. So, and again, for some of you, this will be a review. Maybe not all of it, but for some people, this may be brand new. Either way, totally fine. But we're going to be able to describe those components and then label the components on two different maps. So pretty straightforward for the day. There's no homework. You should have this all completed by the end of class. Should be straightforward. And we just have our 2 points over here. The basic map components with the 3-column notes. That'll be in your new OneNote that you just opened up. And then a map scavenger hunt activity. Right. So I wanted to start with going through and talking about map your neighborhood. So thank you so much, or map your home. Uh, I received some of yours, and I just want to say excellent job. I've gotten a lot of digital copies. I've gotten some images of some beautifully hand-drawn maps, and they were excellent. So I want to say thank you so much for sending those in. But I wanted to take a couple and look at some examples that I had before, right? So unfortunately, I don't have any of yours right now, just because updating it, we'll go through and we'll talk about and share those later. But as you can see, here's an example of one that I have, kind of similar, talking about the different neighborhoods, and you can see this person has labeled houses, church, kind of different areas. We do see some symbols coming up here. But what I want you to notice, if I were to ask you to navigate or give you some directions, like find this person's house here, right? How would you get there? While this map technically might have that over here, or if I ask you how to get to the bank, you kind of have this area, but being able to describe it or explain it, you're limited, right? I can point to it on this map and say, oh, well, here's the bank. Or I could say, use some, kind of relative location. Well, it is next to this area down here. It looks like this is East Grand, can't see, right? But it'd be really hard to describe where we're going. Let's take a look at another one. Again, beautiful house here. Again, some former students of mine going through and setting this up. You can definitely tell streets. But again, if I were to ask you to use this map, it's a little difficult, right? You can definitely recognize some streets. You recognize buildings. Some buildings are bigger than others. We get a forest down here. You can kind of make these logical connections of, okay, well, this smaller one must be a house. This may be a bigger building like a school or a company. Maybe you could even recognize the Glenview area if you're familiar with that. But this map as it sits is not useful. It's great. It has some nice detail. We can definitely see that there was some intention, especially if we go down here and look at the key, but it's very, very difficult for us to actually use. Okay. Similar here, another map, another beautifully hand-drawn here. So we have a lot of details coming up. We have streets that are named. We have Linwood. We have Christie's house kind of going through. So it's a little bit better because we have some labeling that can help us. But again, if I'm trying to figure out where I'm going or trying to explain that to you, we're missing some pieces, right? So if you could think about it, maybe take a second, jot down some ideas. What could be here that would help us be able to use this map? Not just read it, not just say okay, I can point to it and find it, but actually use it to kind of come up for information. Right? Maybe something that has to do with directions. Is this north, south, east, west? Compass rose. How far is this street? We see Linwood kind of curving. Well, does this curve happen, a quarter of a mile down the road, a mile down the road? Does it happen within a couple feet going through? What about these different, so we have, I'm assuming these are homes, but are they really? Why is this one so much bigger than the others? Is that just the size, or are we having other symbols that could help us, right? All of these components help us to read a map. If not, as you can see, some maps can be beautiful, they can have images, they can have like symbols that lay out, but they're not useful. We're unable to actually read the information, use the information, because we're missing some basic components that would allow us to put this to action. So that's what your job is today, is to kind of go through and really make sure you have an understanding of these components, right? So most maps include several basics. Sometimes, depending on the map, you might have one, not the other, or they may be combined. But we really want to make sure that you know each of them, right? So in your OneNote, you will see 3-column notes, right? It'll have the basic component. You'll put a description summarized from the text, pages 10 to 15 in the textbook, and then a drawing to help you remember what it looks like. So you pull up your OneNote. You'll see under map skills, and you shouldn't have all these bottoms, or bottom sections. You're just looking at mine right now, so spoiler alert for what's ahead. But you'll see the first one, the elements of a map, and here are your 3-column notes. Okay, please make sure, again, as you're going through and giving a description, try to put it in your own words. Some students before have, I know, struggled with this, and I saw this on some of the surveys. People tended to quote directly from my course information. Really push yourself to write it in your own words, because what that's going to do is that's going to help process the information to make sure you understand it, or to show me that you understand it, so we can have that double check in to make sure it works. And then a quick drawing. If you would like to do a screenshot here, I'm fine with that as well. But you're going through each of the components. And then there's a couple information on that, I think page 14 and 15, about map projections. Make sure you're getting that as well, because we'll be discussing that as it comes up. So at this point, I'll go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and fill out these 3-column notes. Once you're done, you can go ahead, unpause, come back. Yeah. You see my developmental psychology coming up. All right. So hopefully at this point you are finished with your 3-column notes and you have all those components. Once you have all those components and you kind of understand it, you recognize what they do, you see the image as it comes up, you understand this, you know what's going on. That's when you're going to complete this map scavenger hunt. Okay? So you're going to then, now that you have the components, you have the descriptions, you are going to identify where they are on the map, right? There will be some questions here as well. You'll see this all again in your OneNote. So you'll have this map scavenger hunt, okay? You'll label each of the following components that we see here on this map. And then you're going to use pages 14 and 15 to help. And then there's a little bit of a bonus, right? Kind of going through, thinking about helping with that. Then down here, second part, different map, identifying, right? So again, they're not going to look the same on both maps. All maps have their own different style. But once you have an understanding of the components, I want to see that you can show me where they are. All right, and that's it for today. So kind of the very basic understanding of where these are. I'll be checking in on these just to make sure that everybody's on that level and understanding. So please make sure you're getting this done by the end of class. And if you have any questions, please reach out. You can go ahead and reach out by email. So it's just first letter M, and then my last name is Zolitas at mndhs.org. Make sure I got all those letters correctly. So you'll have that. Later in the week, I will actually have a standing Zoom meeting that will be coming up for you on Thursday or Friday, depending on when you're taking this class. So you'll be able to talk to me if you need to. But if you have any questions beforehand, please do not hesitate to email me. All right. So again, thanks for being in class. I can't wait to get back and actually meet you all and be working together with you all. And until then, just enjoy and have fun.